Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So let's have a real talk here today. If I had a penny for every time someone asked me, "Oh, Anne Marie, I'd love to live in Ocean City and be on the island, but I don't want a condo." Well, I would probably be rich by now. And I get it. You want a yard. You want your dog to have a yard. You want to grill without asking the HOA board for a permission slip in triplicate. You want that neighborhood feel, golf carts, kids riding bikes, saying hi to the neighbor, but you also want to be close enough to the beach that flip-flops count as a valid form of transportation. Well, I have good news today. That place exists. It's not a myth. It's not over the bridge. It's still on the island. And today I'm walking you through the 3 neighborhoods where you can actually pull this off. Little Salisbury, Montego Bay, and Cane Woods. Let's dive into it. So here's the thing about Ocean City real estate. Everybody assumes island living automatically means condo living. High-rise, elevator, shared walls, and HOA that controls your soul. And look, condos are great for a lot of buyers. Low maintenance, ocean views, low and leave convenience. But if you're the type who wants an actual driveway, an actual yard for the dog, maybe a shed for your beach chairs and grab pots, there is a lane for you. It's tucked up in the north end of town, and it's honestly some of the most underrated real estate in Ocean City. You will trade a little bit of lot size compared to what you'd get it if you bought across the bridge in West Ocean City or Berlin, for example. But that's just math. Land is tighter on a barrier island, always has been. But what you get in exchange? You get walk or bike to the beach in minutes. Not drive and pay for parking. Actually walk. For a lot of buyers, that trade is a no-brainer. Let's break it down here. First up, Little Salisbury. This is one of my favorite pockets in Ocean City, and this is actually where I live myself. Single family homes, some HOA, some non-HOA, so you've got options depending on how much structure you want in life. But here's what makes Little Salisbury special. The amenities. And I mean actual real amenities, not just a sign that says community pool coming soon since 2014. You've got an art center, tennis courts, a playground, a dog park, basketball courts, and a boat ramp. And here's the kicker. All of that is free to use, no costs, no HOA fees, except for the dog park, which has a small yearly fee. That's it. That's the only line item. Everything else is just included because you live here. Think about that for a second. You could own a home here, walk your dog to the dog park, load your boat at the ramp, shoot some hoops, drop your kid at the playground, and still be a short golf cart ride from the Seine. That's a lifestyle, not just a real estate listing. Next stop is Montego Bay. And this one has a story, because Montego Bay did not always look like it does today. Years ago, this area was more of a trailer park, mobile homes, pretty bare bones. But if you talk to a long-time local, some of them still remember it that way. But over the past let's say probably since the pandemic, Montego Bay has completely transformed. Those older mobile homes units have steadily been replaced with real single-family homes, and the whole area has grown into a genuine, tight-knit community feel. It's one of those neighborhoods where you can watch the evolution happening in real time. Drive down the street and you'll see a mix of some older homes still hanging on next to brand new builds. That's actually a great sign for buyers, by the way. It means there's still room to get in before a neighborhood fully turns over and prices catch up to it. Montego Bay gives you that same win. North end of the island, single family homes, neighborhood vibe, and still an easy shot to the beach. If you're someone who likes the idea of buying into a neighborhood that's actively improving, appreciating, and modernizing block by block, this one is to have on your radar. And rounding out our list, Cane Woods. This is the third piece of the puzzle, and it rounds out this little cluster of neighborhoods that people just don't talk about enough when they think of Ocean City homes and owning something here on the island. Cane Woods has that same DNA as the other two. Single family homes, a real residential street feel instead of a resort feel. And it's still on the island, which means the beach isn't some far off dream. It's a bike ride away. Like the others, you'll find a mix of HOA and non-HOA options, depending on the specific street. So if you're someone who wants zero HOA drama, or someone who actually likes having an HOA to keep standards consistent, you can shop for that specifically in this pocket of neighborhoods. You have the option. Now, I want to be straight with you because that's how I do things on this channel. You're going to get less land here than if you buy over the bridge in West Ocean City, Berlin, or Bishopville, for example. That's just the nature of a barrier island. Land is finite. Lots are tighter. And that's true whether it's Little Salisbury, Montego Bay, or Cane Woods. Just something to take in consideration. But here's my honest take. For the buyer who wants to actually live the beach lifestyle, not just visit it, that trade is worth it. You're not commuting across a bridge every time you want to catch a sunrise walk on the sand. You're not fighting summer traffic to get to your own neighborhood. You step outside and the beach is just there. A short walk or just a bike ride away. That proximity is the whole reason people fall in love with Ocean City in the first place. So if you've been telling yourself, I want the island, but I don't want a condo, now you know your three best bets. Little Salisbury, Montego Bay, or Cane Woods. Real yards, real neighbors, real community, and still close enough to smell the salt air. If you want me to walk you through active listings in any of those three neighborhoods, drop a comment below and I'll do a full deep dive. Or better yet, reach out and let's go look at a few in person. Hit subscribe, like my channel, and I'll see you next week for a new episode.